Hello everyone. So I think by now you all might have already seen this thing about the cutoff of UPSC Civil Services Prelims exam and the mains and all, and what should be the learnings for 2024. So the main reason for me to help you to understand about the present cutoff of the examination and what are the learnings for the upcoming prelims. These are my things. You see here, the cutoff was almost very significantly low for the general category, 75.41. So 75 marks, 0.41 means almost you have to get the net correct right. For example, if you take 76 as a thing, if you get 38 questions right, that is the usual template of getting it right. So almost 38 questions, right? That is for the prelims exam. But the cutoff being very, very low, the reasons you should have known. The first and the primary reason is the CSAT paper, the toughness of the CSAT. I have seen many people who have got scores of 120, 130, 140 in the GS1 but could not clear CSAT. In fact, this is the prime reason where they automatically could not be successful in the prelims. So this number is quite high. This is the first reason. Then you can see the general toughness of the paper, the randomness of the questions in the GS, okay, the randomness of the GS, and you will also find the fourth one. You cannot ignore this during the exam. Panic mode. Every one of us, when you are put to that kind of a deeper, question mark, the deeper, while you push deep into the waters during the exam, when you see the nature of the questions, the options, and all those kind of things, remember that people have said it after that exam elimination techniques got eliminated. When you have seen all these kind of things, the first and foremost mode which you need to manage very well is panic. Now that we have the outcome, it is, you can learn out of this and try to minimize the mistakes during the upcoming prelims exam. So what you can do, you can definitely, what I would suggest for you is, okay, I would suggest you for definitely is just a minute. Yeah, as I was saying that you have to be prepared. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, so let me see. So based on that, I was saying that you have to be, you know, prepared for randomness. Usually, you all know that whenever UPSC asks questions, there are multiple levels, but now you have to be ready for the randomness nature of the questions. Also, when you see any UPSC paper, you can see there are basic conceptual questions, current affairs, right? There are current affairs questions and all, but prepare for the randomness nature of the question, prepare for, tough options, difficult statistics, right? Statistics. When you see all these kind of things, you go and check the 2023 paper. Try to understand what kind of questions where you are very, very comfortable. And then accordingly you prepare it, right? So learn. Learn from 2023, right? Check which kind of questions you are doing very well. Practice it. And this is the time where you can have so many MCQs which you can practice, right? We have so many exams which we are conducting a test book, right? So you can do that. You can practice this kind of test series. Once you practice that, learning, so whatever you are getting, accordingly you have to do it. Now, once you go for it based on this, if you go for, say, based on 2024, don't estimate the cutoff during the exam. Don't estimate the cutoff during the exam. This is very, very important. I mean, estimation in the sense with especially with preconceived ideas. By now, I will go to the exam assuming that the paper would be tough. Don't go in that way. Yes, follow the template of the questions. See whether the question is easy, medium, difficult. You follow the template based on the practices you had and accordingly you follow it. No matter what in the exam, in those 2 hours, you cannot follow with respect to the template that because the cutoff is very, very low, I will leave certain questions. Imagine the paper is very, very easy. For example, yes, last year's cutoff, imagine it is 120. So that is an easy paper. Imagine so. Will you go and exam and just because during the exam, because the cutoff is 120, will you go and apply, will you go and start answering more number of questions? Then you will be having a negative mark. Similarly, if you assume the exam that already it is a difficult paper, now I need to attempt only few questions. If you go, there is a probability that you might leave certain kinds of questions which you might probably get it right. Don't do that. You go, decide what is the easy question paper, what is the medium level, what is the difficult level. We all know this technique, right? There are certain things which you are expected to know. You have to attempt them. There are certain questions which you get a calculator to guess. Do that. Nothing you don't know about it, leave it. That is always there. So divide that into 3 levels. Then accordingly leave the last level. That is what you can do, right? But during the preparation is where you can bring the changes. What are the changes you can bring? Things like, focusing on CSAT. CSAT prep. How are you preparing? Which kind of CSATs are you doing? How well are you doing English? How well are you doing reasoning? How well are you during the mental ability, the mathematics part? Now, everyone should have a strategy about that. Do that. Then, don't neglect the static part. Consolidate your preparation. Consolidation of what you know. Say whatever you have studied, you cannot do mistakes on that. Any new thing, random thing, if you get it, very good. So focus on these very well. Then last, any new things, this should be only up to a minor portion. Majority of the focus should be on these 3. And the new things, new concepts, new subjects which you haven't studied so far. Maybe you still have a time, say for around 10-15 days until say 1 month before the exam, say until May 15th, you can do that. But definitely before that, after that, you have to consolidate more rather than preparing the new things. This is the learnings for the the things with with the preparation strategies. You can see it here clearly. The cutoff, general category. If you see the mains paper, 741, the template for the mains cutoff and all will have an alternate strategy. Maybe after the prelims exam, we will see that cutoff and we will see the learnings. There you might find minor variations, not a bigger variation. It is in the prelims you had a major variation, right? See, prepare for this. Always, I think I always tell you one more thing. Some of them, if you have this reservation, EWS and all the other quotas and all, you go for the next level and prepare accordingly. For example, OBC, there is not much to consolidate, nothing to change. You have to prepare accordingly with respect to the general category, right? EWS, yes, number is less, but you have to prepare for the general category so that in the exam you'll get that advantage of the cushion, right? So this is about my understanding about the cutoff. Any further queries and all, you can drop in the comment section. I'd be happy to help you. Right then, all of you. Thank you. We'll meet again.